Hi, my name is Devron, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how you can make a stronger offer on your real estate deals. Now, there are going to be moments where you find a deal that you like, a property you want to flip or a property that you want to wholesale, and you're going to see the price that the realtor has listed on the MLS, or if it's an off-market property, the price the seller wants to sell the property for. And in most cases, that price isn't going to be the ideal price at which you need to purchase the property for. If that happens, then what do? Do you just decide you're not going to make an offer or decide you're not going to buy the property? A lot of people will do that, but not you. Instead, what you need to do is figure out how to get your offer accepted. Another way you can get your offer accepted is by making a stronger offer. And that's what I'm going to share with you, how you can make a stronger offer so you can get your offer accepted by the realtor or the seller. So the number one way you can get your offer accepted or to present a stronger offer to the realtor or seller is, one, of course, make them a cash offer. All right? A cash offer, I wouldn't say it always, it will always beat out other offers, but if the realtor or the seller understands the benefit of having a cash offer versus the offer of, that may be a finance offer, someone who's using FHA or conventional, then having a cash offer does in fact make your offer a stronger offer. If you have a cash offer, then you're more than likely going to be able to close a lot sooner. The seller or realtor knows that you're not going to have to go through a finance contingency. You have to go through a pre-approval process. A cash offer shows that you're going to be able to close on the property most times quickly and effectively, not having to jump through hoops with financing or getting lender's approval and all that sort. So so if you can do a cash offer, then that makes your offer stronger. Another thing that you can do to make your offer a stronger offer would be to put down a higher escrow deposit or earnest money deposit, which we call EMD. Okay, so that's earnest money deposit. Now, putting more earnest money down will make your offer a stronger offer, because then that shows the seller or realtor that you are more serious than someone who offers to put down a lower earnest money deposit. So for example, if the realtor or seller has an offer and the buyer says they're going to put down a deposit of $5,000, well, if you come in and put down a deposit of $15,000, then that makes your offer a lot stronger. Okay, you may not be offering the full price, but you're offering to put down more money to show how serious you are purchasing the property versus somebody who may offer full price, but their EMD is only $5,000 or $2,000. Then it's like, okay, you're not really serious. Versus if you put down more money, then that shows how serious you are. Another thing you can do to strengthen your offer is to have less inspection days. So inspection days are days that you can go to do your due diligence on the property to see if you want to purchase the property. However, with inspection days, within that time frame, whatever the case may be, whatever that time frame is, you are actually allowed to back out of the contract as a buyer. So if the realtor or seller sees that you have a limited amount of inspection days, less inspection days than say another offer, then that makes your offer stronger than the offer that has more inspection days than you have. In Florida, standard inspection days are around 7 to 10. But if you're able to go in with 0 inspection days, then that makes your offer a whole lot stronger than someone who is offering full price, but with 10 inspection days. So if you're able to lower the inspection days, then that definitely makes your offer a lot stronger and would definitely make the seller or realtor reconsider. This is probably one of the most important terms or clauses you can have in the contract as far as making your offer stronger, by having as little inspection days as possible. Something else that makes your offer a lot stronger will be the closing period. So what your closing period will be, or what the closing date may be. If you can have a shorter closing date, then that also makes your offer a lot stronger than someone else's, because in most cases, a seller is going to want to close as soon as possible. They are not going to want to wait to have to sell their property and get paid. So if you can guarantee a shorter closing date in your contract, then that would definitely make your offer a lot stronger. Realtors and sellers, they don't want to be in the transaction period for a long time. The realtor doesn't want to because they don't get paid their commission. They have to wait to get paid their commission. And the seller definitely doesn't want to, because that's maybe if they have a mortgage, that's another mortgage payment they have to pay if they have to wait another month. Or maybe taxes are coming up and they have to pay property taxes. Whatever the case may be, the sooner that the seller can close, the better. And if you can offer them a shorter closing date, then that definitely makes your offer a lot stronger. Something else that makes your offer a lot stronger is buying property with tenants. So this can definitely strengthen your offer if the seller in fact have tenants inside. Maybe it's a landlord, the seller is an investor or just a tired landlord, and they have tenants inside the property that they don't want to have to go through the eviction process to get them out, or they don't want to have to wait until their lease is up. If you can go in and tell the realtor or seller, hey, I'll purchase the property with the tenants inside. You don't have to worry about the eviction. I'll take care of the eviction. Or I'll wait until the lease is done, and you can convey the property to me, and you don't have to worry about that, Mr. and Mrs. Seller. This would definitely make your offer a lot stronger. I have closed several deals and have actually been able to win the deal over someone else who offered full price, because I was willing to take on the tenants when that other offer wasn't willing to do so. So this right here, it saves the seller a lot of time and headache. And if you can put this in your contract, that makes your offer so much stronger than someone else who may be paying full price but don't want to take on the responsibilities of the tenant. And last but not least, something that you can implement in your contract to make your offer a lot stronger is paying the seller's closing cost. If you pay the seller's closing cost, that's more money that the seller is able to net at closing. And you want to do this, especially if it's a really good deal. Don't lose a deal because you're trying to be cheap or greedy and trying to get as much as you can for the product. No, pay the seller's closing cost. If you have this in your contract, that makes your offer a lot stronger when you're paying the seller's closing costs. Some things that come along with the closing costs is the title search, lien search, sometimes any legal fees that the seller has to go through to get the deal done. Sometimes doc stamps as well. If you're able to pay the seller's closing cost, one, that will obviously make your offer a lot stronger, but it also just shows how serious you are in purchasing that property. You're willing to do whatever it takes to have your offer stand out from the other offers. And that's essentially what you want to do when you come across a property that you want to buy. The purchase price may be too high, but if the purchase price is too high, that's okay. Or if it's not where you want it to be or where you need to be, that's fine. Just say, hey, Mr. Realtor, hey, Mrs. Seller, I can offer you cash. I can put $20,000 down in earnest money deposit. I can have 0 inspection days. I can close in 14 days. Oh, you have tenants? No problem at all. I will purchase the property with the tenants inside, and I'll pay all your closing costs. If you can do all of these at once in your offer, put that in your offer, you will be surprised the what the seller would be willing to negotiate with you as far as price if you have all these clauses in your contract. So that being said, next time you come across a seller, all right, and it's a property you really want that you want to purchase, just make sure you have a stronger offer than someone else's, especially if the purchase price isn't what you want it to be. Make sure you have that it's a cash deal. Make sure that you're putting more earnest money down than the other person. Make sure that your inspection days are little to none. This is the main thing. If you have too many inspection days, then they're probably not even gonna look at your offer, to be honest with you, because that you can back out of the contract with your inspection days. Your inspection period, everyone knows, the seller knows, the realtor knows, the longer the inspection period, the greater the chance of the deal not getting done. In other words, the buyer, you backing out the deal, okay? Make sure you set a short closing date, and if it has tenants, make sure you're buying it with the tenants if the deal calls for that, all right? If it has tenants and you are saying that you can buy it with the tenants, but the seller still is like stern on their price or is not willing to negotiate the price, don't put yourself in a bind here buying a property with tenants, because that does take time, that does cost you more money. So you want to make sure you're buying a good deal if you're buying it with tenants. And I would highly suggest any offer you're sending, I would say make sure that you are paying the seller's closing cost. If you are paying the seller's closing cost, make sure you're doing the closing with your title company. I'm gonna say that again. If you are paying seller's closing cost, make sure you're using your title company, because you essentially will know what the fees are or what you're gonna be charged at closing for closing costs. So you can work that into your underwriting on what you're gonna offer the seller. All right, so these 6 terms and clauses, make sure that they are in your contract, and that will make your offer a better offer. And I guarantee that the seller is at least going to consider the purchase price that you're going to offer, him or her with these clauses in place. They at least consider it. And if you send out enough offers, you will get one accepted. Okay, all right. It's all a numbers game. So just make sure you're doing this. Make sure that you're making your offer a stronger offer, and you will see success.